Talk about foreshadowing. Jump ahead, and this TikTok star is now accused of murdering a therapist. So, how does a 20-something with over 8 million followers end up at the center of a true crime case? I'm Chris. Let's recap. Terryon Thomas, better known as Mr. Prada, was a massive TikTok star with millions of fans. He blew up for his hilarious videos on school, social media, and the latest trends. He even dove into topics like LGBTQ+ issues and dating culture. But then he ends up in a completely different kind of video. And suddenly, cops across Louisiana are sounding the alarm, telling everyone to be on the lookout for him. So, what did he do? Well, here's where things take a dark turn. It's early Sunday morning, September 29th, 2024. Drivers spot a suspicious-looking tarp off the side of a quiet country highway about an hour outside Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And sure enough, it's a body. But the big question, who is it? The body is quickly ID'd as William Nicholas Abraham, better known as Dr. Nick, a mental health therapist and former Catholic priest. He wasn't just any therapist either. Dr. Nick was a regular on local news segments offering advice on how to handle mental health struggles. The 69-year-old suffered a messy, violent death, stabbed and badly beaten. So how does a well-known therapist end up dead on a lonely highway? That's exactly what the cops are trying to figure out. They put out a bolo for Dr. Nick's missing black Lincoln. By Monday afternoon, it's spotted in Baton Rouge. When the officers light him up, they quickly find out Terryon's not about to go down easy. Instead, he slams the Lincoln into reverse, crashing into the cop car, blows through a red light, and disappears into the city. He ditches the Lincoln, and for now, they've got no clue who he really is. With time on his side, Terryon hightails it back to his apartment, grabs what he can, and hops on a bus bound for Dallas, Texas, 6 hours away. Meanwhile, back in Louisiana, his face is plastered all over the news.
They say the person that you see on your screen was the last known person to have been driving the victim's car.
If anyone knows how many cameras are out there, it's a TikTok star. CCTV catches Terryon at a shopping center on that Monday. And with over 8 million followers, it doesn't take long for the cops to realize their suspect isn't just any runaway. He's a social media sensation. When they finally show up at his Baton Rouge apartment, they find answers to a whole lot of questions. There's Dr. Nick on CCTV walking into Terryon's apartment around 11 a.m. on Saturday, September 28th. Why was he there? How did these two even know each other? That part hasn't been made public yet. What we do know is Dr. Nick specialized in treating LGBTQ+ individuals dealing with identity issues, acceptance, and family struggles. Whether Terryon was one of his patients is still unconfirmed, but whatever their relationship was, it ended in tragedy. Just hours after Dr. Nick walks into the apartment, witnesses spot Terryon dragging a blue tarp down the stairs. He hauls it into the parking lot and loads it into a black Lincoln, the same car found abandoned days later. Inside the apartment, a lot of Dr. Nick's blood. But why would Terryon target Dr. Nick? That's still TBD, but there's speculation it could be tied to Dr. Nick's past. Some people are whispering that the answer might lie in an old accusation. Back in 2015, Dr. Nick faced a serious charge, molesting an 11-year-old boy during a counseling session. The case was eventually dismissed, but when the news of this death broke, the internet exploded with speculation. Could there be a link between that case and Terryon? So far, officials say there's no connection. So why would Terryon do it? That's the question everyone's asking, and the answer is still a mystery. Terryon was always online as Mr. Prada, and now fans are digging through his content, searching for clues. One image in particular is raising eyebrows. It's the only repost ever made on his account, allegedly published just the day before Dr. Nick was killed. Some think it could hint at what was going through his mind. Fans are also saying that Terryon seemed to be spiraling in the days leading up to his arrest on October 7th in Dallas. There was signs something was off, but no one could have predicted this. Dr. Nick's story starts in Clarksdale, Mississippi, where he was born and raised. He later earned a Master's of Divinity in Theology, a PhD in counseling, and even a degree in business administration and management. For 11 years, he served as a Roman Catholic priest before deciding to change paths. According to his website, Dr. Nick reinvented himself as a licensed professional counselor, motivational speaker, recording artist, author, teacher, and trailblazer. He built a career around helping others, but now his tragic end has left many wondering what led to his dark encounter with Terryon. What do you think sparked this violent encounter? Drop a comment below and let us know your theories. And if you like getting all the crime in half the time, remember to like and share this video so we can keep up with new developments together. I'm Chris. My wife Amy and I are here 3 times a week with new recaps. See you soon.